Hello, everybody. This is Jean-Marc calling from Funding Gates. And today what we're going to cover is payment reminders that actually work. And so basically, your customers, they have a ton of other suppliers and vendors that they need to pay, right? That they need to prioritize. So it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease, right? So whichever supplier and vendor has the most disciplined and systematic outreach process, right, and never drops the ball, right, and is consistent, is able to climb up the priority list, right? So basically, for each customer segment, right, for several weeks and months, every single week, you need to essentially apply 2 touch points, 1 phone call, 1 payment reminder. And then you can include other tasks alongside of that. Could be sending a fax, sending a snail mail, sending a LinkedIn message, visiting in person, whatever it is. But the bare minimum is at least 1 phone call and 1 payment reminder a week, okay? So today, what we're going to go through are a couple of payment reminder examples and kind of the time frame on when to send them out. So 1 payment reminder is a reminder just before the invoice is due, typically like 2 to 3 days before the due date. So if you look at the format of the payment reminder, right, first of all, make it look really nice, really professional, right? And add your logo at the top, okay? So they immediately knows it comes from you, right? Clearly lay out the table of the invoices that are outstanding by invoice ID, due date, issue date, and remaining balance of the invoice. And you can see also that color code with red the invoices that are past due, right? So it's clearly visible, right? And then also at the end, add your contact information, phone number most importantly, so that they know how to get in touch with you right away. 1 to 10 days after the due date of the invoice, send a friendly reminder in a friendly tone, thank them again for the business, and assume that they're actually going to pay, right? It's just that you want to check in and just wanted to confirm, right? To remind them, it's like a friendly nudge about the payment. 10 to 30 days after the due date of the invoice, this is a sample firm reminder that you can send, during that time period, multiple times, a week. And basically, add some exclamation marks, right? Capitalize certain words, color code certain words in red, right? And ask for a status and what the plan is to settle this invoice account, right? 30 to 60 days after the due date, you can start sending kind of final reminders, right? Basically letting them know that, if you don't get paid, that you're willing to send an account to collections, right? Or that, you'll report their late payment to the credit bureaus, which affects their credit score. Or that you're going to file a 1099-C with the IRS, which essentially is a bad debt loss form, right? So these are just a couple of examples that you can include in the final reminder, right? For accounts that are really late, right? Like a few months late at this point. And then 60 days past due or 90 or 120 days past due, you send out a final payment reminder, and it's really not a reminder anymore. It's just kind of like a statement, right? Clearly stating what you're going to do, what will happen next. Stay really professional, really cautious as well. And, just tell them that you're going to report the late payment, as a 1099-C to the IRS, right? And, we've seen this final payment reminder generate really good results, really good engagement. Also, always track the open rates, the click rates on the invoices, right? If you're including invoice links in your reminders, make sure you know who clicks and who opens your payment reminders and who is replying. That way your team can prioritize those customers that are the most engaged, right? Versus the customers that are never answering, never opening up your reminders, right? You want to go after the low-hanging fruit first, because that way you can see an immediate impact on your cash flows. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this series, and yeah, looking forward to sharing more content soon.